All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Friday, July 9th. That's right, folks. My last day on the job here before my second summer vacation. This one going to be Texas. My little brother lives there. There is a thriving wine business in Texas, and I'm sure I'll get to drink some Texas wine while I'm gone. So I'll give you a full report on that when I get back. But today, what have we got to sell you? All right, well, today we're promoting an event that's happening approximately 2 weeks from tonight. It was on the calendar for the 23rd of July, which is a Friday. And when I called the folks at Foster's that own Penfolds to shore up all the details on the event, they informed me that Peter Gago is going to be in town on the 22nd of July. Peter is the current winemaker for Grange, and Penfolds is a huge operation. They have many winemakers that work under the umbrella of Penfolds that make the wines. Peter is the top dog. Actually, Grange has only had 4 winemakers in its entire history, and 2 of them we've had, well, Peter will be the second that we've had. We've had John Duvall in to do dinners at Cafe Maxx in the past. Peter is a brilliant speaker, so it was an easy decision for me to make to change the date from the 23rd to the 22nd. I'm sorry for the folks that are not getting back from their vacation and won't be able to make it on the 22nd, but I'm guessing it is going to be a sold-out house. Usually, our Grange dinner is sold out, and we are serving some other wines other than Grange. Grange is the pinnacle of quality from Australia. It is the highest honor as a grape grower in South Australia to get your grapes into Grange. And they do let you know today, I believe it was $10,000 a ton they were paying for fruit that was going into Grange at the time I was in Australia. You also get a nice picture, and I believe they send you a magnum of Grange also. And as I mentioned before, for a grower, it is the highest honor to say my grapes went into Grange. This is a wine that was created in the early 50s by Max Schubert, and Max had to make this wine in secret after the first few vintages because press was not too kind to the wine. And the folks at Penfold said, cease and desist, Max. This craziness, you're trying to make this world-class wine that can compete with other wine, the best wines made in the world. And then a few years later, this wine won in a tasting in London, and the rest is history. It's become the icon of Australian Shiraz. And there is a little bit of Cabernet in Grange. At some vintages it is 100% Shiraz, but Peter will be on hand to tell us the entire story about that for those of you that make it to the dinner. And we do have the menu going out today. I will say that the menu might change slightly. We're still making a few adjustments to it. I know Peter's got to take a look at it, but you know the food at Cafe Maxx is going to be first rate. Chef Oliver Saucy never disappoints at one of our special events, especially one of this magnitude. In addition to serving the current release of Grange, the 2005, which the pricing on Grange has gone global over the last couple of years. Going global with Grange means it's $500 a bottle retail now in the U.S. It used to be the cheapest place to buy Grange in the world. Well, we have it on sale for $3.99. The new release, which is one of the cheapest prices you'll find in the country. And it's a little bit expensive for me to justify opening a bottle up to try every year. And I have gotten to try every new release of Grange from, I've almost had every vintage of Grange from 1976 on at various tastings. And this is the 76, the one we took down a few years ago here at a 10-year vertical Grange tasting that we've done. But it's still hard for me to justify spending that much on a bottle of wine. And hey, this dinner's $295. You can't even get a bottle of the 05 Grange for that price. And we're going to be serving you 98 Grange in addition to 05 so you can see how this wine ages. And I'm going to bet that they'll send out an even older vintage of Grange for this event. The folks at Foster's have been very good to us in prior years. I'm pulling the 98 out of my stash. And thanks to Peter coming, this is one of the greatest vintages of Grange, recent vintages. Well, all of the recent vintages have been really good. The 04 got 99 points and by a few different reviewers. And this one always scores big points in the Wine Spectator and Robert Parker and various other publications. And we're going to also be showing you the McGill Estates, one of my favorite wines from Penfolds, the RWT, the 707, all of the high-end stuff from Penfolds with winemaker Peter Gago. Check it out on today's email. I'm your host, Andrew Lampazone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.